with the audio, so I guess we're going to restart. Today is Friday, and this is the end of the week for everybody. Maybe you're going to be seeing patients on a Saturday, and hopefully you had a good week. Hopefully this was a week where you had some kind of breakthrough in a positive way, and maybe this was the kind of the week that wasn't so great, and you had another kind of breakthrough that wasn't so positive. Either way, congratulate yourself for making it to another Friday. I always kind of felt, relieved when we got to a Friday in the clinics, making it through another week and getting closer to our goals, and always look forward to, sometimes Fridays would really work out great for us. And maybe that'll be the case today for you. But today what I want to talk to you about is I want to talk to you about surviving as an entrepreneur. I think it's a very, very important topic, and quite frankly, it's not one that's really talked about on a regular basis. So we're going to talk about that today. Before I go any further, if you would like to find out how you can double or triple or quadruple the revenues of your practice without putting more people at the trough in the next 12 months, all you have to do is go to srpmedicalmarketing.com/call, CALL, and book a time to talk directly to me. I'm more than happy to talk with you about your particular situation and give you some insights about how you can double, triple, or quadruple the revenues of your practice without adding a ton more people and spending a ton more money and making less than you are now. Yeah, isn't that always the truth, right? You grow, but you got to hire 2 more people. Every time you make another $100,000, you got to hire 2 more people, and before you know it, the esthetician is making more money than you are. But today, what I want to talk to you about is I want to talk to you about entrepreneurship. And I know, if you're a doctor, you might think of yourself as a doctor first. And you really might think, I just want to treat the patients. I don't want to deal with any of the employee stuff or the money stuff or the marketing stuff. I can tell you that's not a very smart approach. You need to realize that you are the CEO of your company and you are the CEO of your life. And it's very important that you continue to look at it that way, that you realize that, this is entrepreneurship 101. I mean, this can be a challenging ride. It can be a difficult ride. And I want to talk to you about that today. And I want to tell you a little story about that. So back in 2008, I had a real estate investment company. We did real estate deals. We had a private fund. We had licensing deals. We had partners all over the country. And all of that came crashing down in 2008, 9, and 10 with the crash of the market. And, people like to call it the Great Recession, and we joke in our family, there was nothing great about it. There was nothing great about that recession. We like to think of it as and call it the meat grinder. My mom came out and she visited us, and, my mom, she's since passed away, but my mom was a bulldog with a skirt on. She was a fiery individual. She had an opinion about everything, and she could tell you how to make anything better. It's probably where I get my fieriness is from her. It's definitely where I get my stick-to-itiveness. This was a woman that at the age of 48, my dad passed away very suddenly, and she had to sell his law practice, or close it down, I should say. My father was an attorney, had a small law firm, was his own businessman. My mom had to go on and continue raising the 6 kids. My dad had a very little life insurance policy, and so she just took a little bit of that money and she really turned it into something pretty amazing. So my mom's she was a pretty fiery lady. And we're out here, so she had, like I said, she had an opinion about everything. So she comes out here, and we're driving around, and she says to me, now mind you, my father was an entrepreneur, my mom had her own business, and this is what she says to me. She says, "Matthew, don't you think that it's time for you to stop giving up on being this entrepreneur and go get a real job?" And I looked at her, and I said, "Mom, being an entrepreneur is a lifestyle. This isn't just about trying to chase some dream. This is a lifestyle. Being an entrepreneur, I'm different than everybody else. And if you are watching this and you own your own practice, you are different than everybody else, and you're different than all of your other peers who aren't entrepreneurs. And that doesn't mean that you're better or they're worse or whatever. That's the choice they made. But you decided somewhere along the way that doing this on your own was a lot better. Okay, that having your own practice and making a go of it, that you decided at some point it would be better you couldn't stand the concept of not trying. You had to try. You had to give this a shot. Even if you fail, you have to give this a shot. Yes, it's wrapped around the whole concept of, yes, I'm going to be able to take care of the patient and all that great stuff. But really, if we really dial down to it, as an entrepreneur, the reason why we're doing this is because we want to secure our own future. We don't want our future to be dependent upon somebody else, okay? And so for many of you, for some of you, or, let's just say some of you, today is not a great day. You have not had a great week. This Friday is not a day that you're going to be celebrating. In fact, you may go home and polish off a 12-pack of beer or a bottle of wine or whatever else you do to unwind, or go work out or play some golf, whatever, right? And some of you are going to do the same because you're celebrating because you had a great week. But the reality is this, is that each and every single day as an entrepreneur, you get to start new. Again, this journey never ends. You are not defined about how you did this week. You are defined about the whole time frame, okay? So I currently am 51 years old. I've been an entrepreneur since 2004, so I've been doing this 14 years. I'm going to do this the rest of my life. And good Lord willing, let's say I live till I'm 80, all right? That means I got another 29 years of doing this. I will never stop being an entrepreneur. I can't turn it off. I love trying to figure out how to make money or make something work. And maybe hopefully you feel the same way too. That if you're just taking this approach of, I'm not going to, pay attention to the money or the marketing or anything like that, you're not giving yourself the biggest opportunity for success. And I'm going to guess the reason why you decided to do this, to be an entrepreneur, to be a docpreneur, as some people like to call it, is because you wanted something better than just working for a big hospital group. You wanted something better than being an OR doctor, or an ER doc. You wanted something better than just being a pediatrician and seeing kids with sniffly noses, right? You wanted to do something great, not just for, you want to do it for your patients and help them feel better, but you wanted to do something great for you and your family. I have yet to talk to any doctor that I've worked with or just had conversations with. And the conversation is always, I want to get this practice set so I can open up more. I want to scale. Or scale could be, I just want a bigger footprint than the one that I have right now. And I want to hire a couple of PAs and they can handle this and they can handle that. But the bottom line is they never stop wanting this to get better and better and better. And I'm here to tell you that no matter what your Friday has been like, tomorrow is a new day. That's the beautiful part of this. Tomorrow is a new day. And if you look at this as a marathon and not a sprint, and you look at this over the window of a long-term time frame, man alive, it gets a lot easier to deal with the ups and the downs. I still have them. We had them in our clinics, and it never ends. And look, hopefully you want your practice to grow. And if you do, and you haven't booked a time with me yet, go to srpmedicalmarketing.com/call, CALL, and book a time with me to talk about how to scale your practice. And scale it fast. Scale it fast, and scale it in a way that's not going to have a tremendous amount of stress, okay? But I want to finish this up with regards to being an entrepreneur, and then I've got to get inside because I have a day of planning with one of my business partners in one of our businesses related to medical. So we got some really cool stuff coming out. I can't wait to share with you. So let's go back to, I want you to finish this up. In my core, I am an entrepreneur, okay? It's what I do. It's who I am. It is my identity, as much of my name is as Matthew Gillogly, okay? And when you decided to open up your practice and to start seeing patients on your own, to make a go of this, you've got to connect yourself not just with other doctors, but connect yourself with other successful entrepreneurs. You have to do this. You can't just connect with doctors and spend your whole time talking about the procedure side of things. You want to connect with other people that have been there, that have done that can give you insights. I have friends of mine from all different walks of life that are entrepreneurs. Some are in the mortgage business, some are builders, some are direct sales reps, or some of them are manufacturer reps, but they're all in that entrepreneurial space. And every single one of them we talk, they face the same challenges each and every single day. Okay? So get yourself connected with some other folks. Maybe you want to connect with me. Like I said, you can book that call on srpmedicalmarketing.com/call. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you about how to double, triple, and quadruple the size of your medical practice in the next 12 months. Look, it's Friday. Hopefully your patients show up today. Hopefully you have a great day. If you're those doctors that take a half day on Friday, make sure you get the heck out of there and go do something to help yourself unwind, refresh, and reset. And we're going to talk to you on Monday. Have a great day, everybody. See ya.